the son of the late Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, has also joined the ancestors. So Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, son of former Libya dictator killed in attack. Son and heir apparent of former strongman Muammar Gaddafi, targeted by unknown assailants at his home in Zintan. There's a key part to this article which suggests the people who know him, who went after him, were sort of instructed. So Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, once seen as heir apparent to his father, former Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi, had been killed in the west of the country in unclear circumstances, according to his lawyer. He was 53 years old. Gaddafi had kept a low profile since 2021 when he tried to run for Libyan presidency in UN-organized election, which was derailed by disputes over who is eligible to run. So this is the part where his 2021 attempt to run for president was the first time he had been seen in public since 2017, when he was released from captivity after being held by a militia in the same Zintan for 6 years. So here's the question. If he was released by militants in the same area where he's now being killed, one would suggest that the people who killed him were not from that area. And news reports are suggesting they actually could be Western agents.
Right.
Wink, wink.
No, I would not be surprised.
Your thoughts?
I would not be surprised because part of the reason he had become an obstacle to the Western guided transition that they want in Libya. They want to have
transitional government, yeah.
They want to have quote unquote democratic elections. And if you have democratic elections, anybody, including him, should have the ability to run. And obviously they knew he would win. You saw the turnout at his funeral. And the West would not tolerate the possibility of the son of Muammar Gaddafi winning an election that he's not going to be supervising it. He's not the one, unlike the one in Uganda, right? He's not the one who's going to be announcing who won. But you know what? It was clear to Western intelligence that he would actually win, because now the Libyan people have seen the version of Libya created when NATO came to stop Gaddafi from, as they said, killing his own people and to introduce democracy in Libya. Libya has been reduced to the 16th century or what have you. So in terms of who might have killed him, I would not rule out the participation of the people who were supposed to organize the elections. And there's a UN component to that as well. So they may know who were involved in killing him. It could also be General Shifter, the guy who controls the eastern part of the country, and he gets a lot of support. Benghazi, he gets a lot of support through Egypt because Egypt is, right next to him, further east. So those would be my two prime candidates. But it had something to do with the fact, because nothing was robbed, and a guy like that, what are you going to rob anyway? Would you go to rob a bank instead of, coming there, right? So it was created for political reasons, you see? If it was to somebody who was angry at what his dad had done to his relatives or something, that would have been done a long time ago. They would have attempted that years ago. But now it seems to be much more tied in by the fact that the political transition has not been able to move forward so long as he's insisting that he wants to be a candidate as well. One other final point. It's ironic that the West had the same problems with his father when Zuma went with the Africa plan and met with Gaddafi. And Gaddafi agreed. He said, okay, we'll have a ceasefire and we'll hold elections. And I'll play no role in organizing it and announcing the results. But I want to be a candidate as well. But no way. Imagine, because that would have really negated the claim of their own reason why they had gone into Libya in the first place. And in this case, the same thing. Had Saif been allowed to run and win, then people said, wait, why all the bombing? NATO, you were bombing the place for like 8-9 months. We don't even know how many people you killed, the infrastructure you destroyed. Why did you do all of that if you're going back to, by going back to Saif, you are actually going back to Gaddafi.
Gaddafi, thank you. Sister.